では地球の自宅へ転移。よっしゃー、ちゃんと転移能力使えた。
Aired in January 2023, and known in English as Saving 80,000 Gold in Another World for My Retirement, this is an engaging anime that combines genres of isekai, action, adventure, and comedy. The story follows Mitsuha, an 18-year-old girl often mistaken for a middle schooler due to her appearance. After losing her parents and older brother in an accident, she finds herself alone in the world. Failing her university entrance exams and facing financial difficulties, Mitsuha is given the world-jumping ability by a mysterious being. With this power, she plans to accumulate 1 billion yen in each world, totaling 2 billion yen for her future. Moving on, we have the most heretical last boss queen. From villainous to savior, a recommended 2023 anime with an otherworldly story. The series follows Pride Royal Ivy, a young girl reincarnated as the future Wicked Queen and final boss of an Odom game, decides to abandon her maniacal plans and sets out to protect the male love interest within the game. Determined to cheat her way to saving as many people as possible, she aims to alter the course of events and become the savior rather than the final boss.
僕は龍馬竹林。
The story follows the reincarnation of Ryoma Takebayashi, a middle-aged Japanese office worker who finds himself reborn as a child in another world called Sailfall. Embracing his new life, Ryoma explores the realm and discovers unique ways to test his skills. In this season, Ryoma showcases his business acumen by utilizing his knowledge from his past life and the power of alchemy. He delves into slimy experiments to tame monsters and takes on challenging monster hunting quests from the guild, filling up his schedule with thrilling adventures.
次の生こそ狡猾に生きる。足らなかったのは狡猾さだ。僕は今度は失敗しない。幸せになるんだ。
The story centers around Hirayashi, who is revered as the most powerful on Myaoji in his original world. However, he is tragically betrayed by his friends, and on the brink of death, he yearns for happiness in his next life. In a desperate attempt, he performs a secret reincarnation spell. Remarkably, the spell is successful, but to Hirayashi's surprise, he is reborn in an entirely different world. This time, he is born into a prestigious family of wizards. Unfortunately, he is deemed to possess no magical abilities. Nevertheless, Hirayashi soon discovers that the magic in this new world pales in comparison to his former Onmu arts. With his Onmu arts and a multitude of loyal yokai creatures by his side, he sets off to lead an effortless life in this another world. After spending nearly a year immersed in the game, Yuna unexpectedly receives a bear costume from the game administrators. While initially embarrassed by the outfit, she soon discovers that it possesses extraordinary stats and abilities, making her character incredibly powerful. However, upon accepting the bear equipment, Yuna finds herself mysteriously transported to another in-game world, effectively trapped with no way to return to reality. Yuna's unique bear attire and her heightened combat skills quickly gain attention, earning her the nickname Bloody Bear among the locals. Undeterred by the drastic change in her circumstances, Yuna embraces her new life and decides to embrace the role of an adventurer. The story revolves around a noblewoman named Euphilia, who is unjustly stripped of her rightful title as the kingdom's next monarch. However, a seemingly foolish and clumsy princess named Anisphia takes it upon herself to correct this injustice. Despite Anisphia often being perceived as a fool due to her silly behavior, she possesses an incredible talent for magic. Determined to assist Euphilia in reclaiming her honor, Anisphia devises a plan. Little do they know, their encounter and collaboration will have far-reaching consequences, not only within the kingdom, but also for the entire world. The story revolves around Hiraku, who tragically succumbs to a severe illness. However, God intervenes, granting him a new lease on life by restoring his health, youth, and sending him to a fantasy world of his choosing. To make the most of his second chance, God blesses Hiraku with a remarkable farming tool. As the series unfolds, you will follow Hiraku engaging in various farming activities, such as digging, chopping, and plowing in this enchanting and laid-back farming fantasy set in another world. This anime combines elements of fantasy, harem, and isekai genres. The story revolves around Naofumi, who unexpectedly finds himself summoned to a parallel universe. Discovering that he is one of the 4 heroes chosen to save the world from its prophesied destruction, Naofumi wields the legendary shield hero's power. However, he soon realizes that being the shield hero, deemed the weakest among the heroes, brings betrayal and isolation. Left alone, penniless, he embarks on a journey to become the legendary shield hero. In the second season, Naofumi and the other heroes confront the queen, and are astonished to learn about the existence of the 7-star heroes. This renowned Isekai anime with an OP-MC first aired in 2019, followed by a second season, and now a continuation in 2023. The story follows Mukuta Tsuyoshi, an ordinary individual from modern-day Japan. Unexpectedly, he is summoned to a world filled with swords and sorcery, believing he's about to embark on a thrilling adventure. However, there's a twist. The kingdom that summoned him made a mistake. Mukuta isn't one of the 3 chosen heroes, and his abilities pale in comparison to theirs. Moreover, something seems suspicious about this kingdom. Realizing that the kingdom might exploit the true heroes, Mukuta decides to strike out on his own in this new world. The only asset he can rely on is his unique skill called the online supermarket, which allows him to purchase modern goods within the fantasy realm. This story portrays a 34-year-old man who dies as a failure after leading an underwhelming life on Earth. He gets transported into a magical land as a kid named Rudius, who is a genius in magic from a very young age. He starts training under an expert wizard named Roxy, a young girl. One day while training, a mysterious light comes down, and his town gets destroyed. All the people get thrown off into some different place, and it is now Rudius's goal to find all his loved ones. But the story is by far one of the best in the Isekai anime genre. You will get a touch of freshness from the tale, which takes a break from the usual hero-centric tropes.